Hello, everybody. Scott Golden here with the Golden Opportunities Coaching YouTube channel and the continuation of our series. This is about how to combat toxic individuals, dealing with toxic people or people who constantly need negative attention or reinforced negatives is one thing that virtually all of us struggle with at one time or another. Many times there are people who are insecure for a number of reasons and they act in manners that are not beneficial. If you are looking to get your relationships back under control in 2021 and into 2022 and beyond, would love to be of assistance to you. You can reach out through Twitter at PO Perception or in the About Me section of this YouTube page and continue to connect in that way. Either way, we'll get you in touch with me or a member of my team in order to be able to make that connection. The first thing is kind of knowing your physical and emotional boundaries. Physical meaning the amount of time and energy you put into someone, emotional meaning the amount of thought and energy and emotional connectivity you put into another person. Dealing with these individuals can often be extremely difficult because most of the time, when you're dealing with a toxic person, you did have what you believed to be a mutually beneficial relationship with them, at least for a little while. So, breaking the emotional tie of the boundary you believed you had is one of the hardest things for people to do when trying to get to a healthy and intelligent place. That being said, when an individual is able to maintain proper boundaries, that is, only give certain level of experience and time and energy to the situation without being willing to engage in the kind of the dramatization of things, it can be extremely valuable for a number of reasons. The next is maintaining a sense of reality. So obviously every person has a basic sense of reality, and people who are trying to spin things or trying to be toxic are going to victimize themselves on a consistent basis. And so when the emotional outpouring of the individual who is toxic does not match the actual reality of the events or situations that have happened, it's important for the affected person to kind of connect in a way with what their reality actually is versus the reality of the person with an agenda. Realize that a toxic person always has an agenda to put themselves at the forefront of things. Next thing is keeping no secrets from another person, and that is ultimately super invaluable because at the end of the day, there are, a lot of reasons why people keep secrets, a lot of reasons why people are unwilling to connect um, on deeper levels. And if you can't trust a person, and trust is the foundation of a healthy friendship, lack of trust is a or relationship. Lack of trust is a hallmark of an unhealthy situation or friendship or relationship. And so, looking at the level of trust you have in a person before giving them any secrets or thereby ammunition to hurt you later is also important. Sometimes doing that can be overwhelming because a lot of people don't want to deal with a connection where they feel the need they have to do that, or they're willing to take risks or whatever the case may be. It can be super valuable to kind of have boundaries about, hey, things that are secret about me or things that are private about me don't need to be shared, don't need to be put forward. And so that can be super challenging in a number of ways. The next is dealing with situations rather than emotions. Now, it's not to say that we shouldn't be at least partially sensitive to another person's emotions, but at the same time, sensitivity to emotions can cause a person to be able to better manipulate. And so, spending time with individuals who tend to be more loyal, tend to be more driven to loyalty and connectedness and mutual benefit in relationship is one of the most important things that any person can do. Setting a new routine that allows you to keep boundaries is important. If that means that you shut your phone off earlier, if that means that you only respond to text messages or emails or phone calls at certain times every day, if that means that you, every time you have a difficult conversation, you reach out to someone who is more supportive and is able to help you ground yourself and see things from a healthier perspective. Whatever you need to do to keep those relationships going, whatever you need to do to continue keeping things going in a positive, progressive manner is important, valuable, and most often very useful. The next thing is understanding that you need to ignore emotions that don't fall in line with the person you want to be. Sometimes people that are toxic are trying to keep you on the loop as far as emotions are concerned because they know they can keep you unsteady and unstable in that way. And when they know they can do this, they'll just continue to harp on things that get a reaction from you. So hopefully this is helpful. I encourage you to keep your feet on the ground, your mind in the moment. Till next time, everybody.